Good evening. Tonight we are honoring individuals who have retired or will be retiring at the close of the 2019-20 school year. And what a school year it has been. One I'm sure you'll never forget. On behalf of the school board and administration, we welcome our retirees and their guests this evening to this virtual recognition. This year's retiring group includes 23 individuals. All aspects of the educational program are represented by these individuals.
It is an honor to say a few words about Miss Teena Derkosh, who is retiring after 22 years of serving the Wissahickon School District, which was part of a career that spanned 31 years in public education in total. I'm pretty sure the mold was broken after Teena came onto the scene. She has patience like nobody I've ever met. That is, at least on the surface that the public sees. Privately, once she gets to know and trust you, she is a bulldog, a completely trustworthy, loyal, and dedicated coworker, but not without opinions. They just get kept to herself until, well, she feels like sharing them. And then, look out. What I like the most about Teena, aside from her unyielding loyalty to me and the other two Wissahickon superintendents she's shepherded and shielded over the years, is the lens she uses to view the world. Whenever a tough question came up, or whenever she considered the pros and cons of a particular matter, she every time asked the question, what's best for the students? This ability to see the forest through the trees and to keep focused on what matters and why we are all here gets at the core of who she is and why she will be so missed by me and her coworkers. There is nothing fake and nothing contrived and nothing phony about Teena Derkosh. She cares about kids, all kids, and that is a quality by which we all can and should live. Teena, I am quite sure I speak for many others when I say that you are missed, that we thank you for so many years of service to Wissahickon, and that we all wish you the very best in your retirement.
In 2015, Billy Joel received an honorary degree from Stony Brook University. In his speech, he told the students, "If you are not doing what you love, you are wasting your time." I can tell you Bob has never wasted his time. He loves teaching and he loves children. Bob has spent every minute of every day trying to give the children a passion of learning in a way that was different, in a way that allowed children to express themselves with creativity, problem solving, and demonstrating their learning. Children who typically would not share in a classroom, who would sit quietly and never raise their hands, would find their voice in Bob's classroom, whether it was through drawing, writing, or talking to a friend. Children who did not like school would enjoy coming to Bob's classroom to hear his casual way of teaching and fun ways to learn. Bob helped children find themselves, find their strength, their inner being, and most of all, their voice. I don't know what Bluebell will do without Bob. Bob was a teacher to the staff as well as the children. We will not say goodbye to him. We will just wait for him to visit us.
Sue Arbogast started working for the Wissahickon School District in 1995 as a lunch aide for a few weeks. Then she was hired at Bluebell Elementary as a classroom assistant for a short period of time in the emotional support classroom during that same school year, then became a child-specific aide the following school year at Bluebell Elementary. Sue eventually was hired as a classroom assistant for Lower Gwynedd Elementary when it opened in 1997, where she served as a classroom assistant for Linda Kosh for the first few years at Lower Gwynedd. Then she began working where she still works to this day with Sheila Clark, where she had supported dozens of students over the years. Sue can always be counted on to share a kind word or thought with someone and was always willing to go out of her way to pitch in wherever needed at Lower Gwynedd Elementary. We will always miss you, Sue, and your warm personality in the hallways at our school. Don't be a stranger and stop back to see us. Best wishes for a happy and healthy retirement, Sue Arbogast. Karen Currie has enjoyed a very rewarding career here in Wissahickon, spanning well over 3 decades, and the hundreds of students that she served over the years with were blessed to have Karen as their teacher. Karen began her student teaching at Wissahickon Middle School, and from that point on, she left an indelible mark on so many of the children that she worked with, and provided care for them, compassion, and support, especially for those students who needed it the most. She has a great way of connecting with her children by keeping it real and never getting upset for them for doing something that they may have done, which was less than their best. She pushed her students to become independent thinkers and to reach their fullest potential. Karen is very family-oriented and is one heck of a baker and gardener. She takes care of herself by exercising and running, and anyone who knows Karen is keenly aware of how dedicated she is to being the best you can be and never giving up. She has wonderful relationships with her nieces and nephews, and now she will have even more time on her hand for friends, family, and herself. Karen will be missed not only here at Lower Gwynedd, but across the entire district. Please keep in touch, Karen, and know there's always a place for you here at Lower Gwynedd and the entire district for you. Happy retirement. Barb Galczyk has worked in the Wissahickon School District since the mid-1980s and is one of those staff members of the school district that can say she has seen and done it all. She started out as a bus driver transporting the many students to and from school, and her passion for children was evident as she cared for and took pride in providing a safe mode of transportation daily for her students. She then became a classroom assistant where she worked in many of the schools across the district over her career and got to know many teachers, staff, and students. She supported children how to communicate and express themselves to others, provided academic and emotional support to them, and was always a listening ear to so many students who just needed somebody to talk to. Barb, you have touched so many lives in your many years in our district, and you made their lives better and stronger. We will miss you dearly, but hope that you enjoy every second of your retirement. And please know that our students and staff will look back and know how much of a difference you made for them. Congratulations once again, Barbara, on your wonderful retirement. Kathy Johnson is one of those teachers that you know from the moment you meet her, she was meant to teach. She is always willing to go the extra mile for students, and her organization is a true model for what students need in order to succeed. After graduating from Penn State, Kathy began her teaching career teaching Catholic school. Then she came to Madison Avenue in 1987 and taught first and second grades. In 2009, Kathy joined the Lower Gwynedd family, where she has been a valued member of the second grade team ever since. She makes the best notebook files, is what one of her teammates says. She spent many late nights correcting student work and finding great resources to share with her second grade students. She is sure to write personal notes on so many pieces of her student work, going the extra mile for them. Kathy is the oldest of 6 siblings. She always hosts Mother's Day and Christmas Eve celebrations with her very large family. For Christmas Eve, for example, everyone has a gingerbread house to decorate. Her door is always open to friends and families. After retiring, Kathy will have more time on her hands to spend with her husband Joe and her beloved dog DJ. You will find Kathy strolling the beaches in Avalon. She also plans to help her mom prepare to settle into her new home. Kathy leaves a true mark here in Wissahickon and will be missed for sure. Don't be a stranger, Kathy.
Good evening. My name is Jason Bialka, and I'm the proud principal of Shady Grove Elementary School. I've had the privilege to work with Dena Papadopoulos, Shady Grove's band and strings teacher, in the last year of her great career in the Wissahickon School District. Dena's impact has reached far beyond her time at Shady Grove Elementary School. Over 35 years in the district, Dena's made a mark on students who have attended every elementary school. She worked at Madison Avenue, Stony Creek, Bluebell, Lower Gwynedd, and Shady Grove. In addition to that, she spent 12 years at Wissahickon Middle School. No matter what building Dena called home, she was always looking for ways to grow the music program and provide every child an opportunity to play an instrument. This was evident in my first interactions with Dena. Recognizing that some families could not necessarily afford the cost of an instrument, Dena approached me about finding ways to get instruments on loan into every student's hands who she could find. She recognized the importance that music and the arts played in engaging students to be a part of the school community. She's always represented Wissahickon's unwavering commitment to each and every student. In speaking to my staff about Dena's retirement, I shared that Dena represented the best of what we hoped for at Shady Grove Elementary School. In reflection, I think that comment was not as accurate as it could have been. Dena Papadopoulos represents the best of what we hope for in the Wissahickon School District. Congratulations, Dena.
It is my pleasure to recognize Mr. Ken Dixon. Ken spent the vast majority of his Wissahickon career teaching at the high school from 1996 to 2018. However, the past 2 years, Ken spent at WMS, teaching technology education to students in 6th, 7th, and 8th grades. Throughout Ken's career, he made countless connections with kids, including many students at the middle school. Ken's personality was warm and welcoming, and his passion for kids and everyone around him always shined through. Ken not only served his community as an educator, but he also served his country in the United States Air Force. Ken's interest in technology started there and continued throughout his career. Ken has much to be proud of as he reflects upon his career, but looking forward, he still has much to give to others, and knowing Ken, he will do just that. Did you know Ken is an avid musician? Not only does he carry a song in his heart, he plays the guitar, keyboard, and horn instruments as well. Ken also writes and performs his own music. We will remember Ken and his joyful disposition and wish him all the best in this next phase of his life. It is my pleasure to recognize Ellen Kosh on her upcoming retirement from the Wissahickon School District. Ellen joined Wissahickon Middle School in 2001 as an enrichment teacher. After teaching enrichment for a number of years, Ellen became a 7th grade language arts teacher. Initially, Ellen didn't think she would like her new position, although she quickly learned to love it. Ellen is extremely passionate about the content she teaches and works very hard to meet the diverse strengths and needs of her students. In addition to teaching at the middle school, Ellen served as district webmaster, special ed gifted department chair, and cheerleading coach. You could also catch Ellen dancing as a diva at the annual Jerry Hartman Memorial Basketball Game. I know that Ellen will not have a problem staying busy during retirement. She is a huge Eagles fan and spends weekends tailgating from her Eagles bus. I know that Ellen will miss hearing her students sing the Eagles fight song on a Monday morning following a big Eagles win. Family is very important to Ellen, and she will now have more time to spend with her husband, children, grandchildren, and of course her new dog. It's been said that Halloween will never be the same at WMS following Ellen's departure. She had the best costumes, best decorated classroom, and liked pink, purple, and sparkles more than you could imagine. Best of luck in your retirement, Ellen. Enjoy every minute of it. I am pleased to be able to recognize Kathy Schweitzer on her upcoming retirement. Kathy joined the Wissahickon School District in February of 1999 as a special education teacher at Bluebell Elementary School. After teaching for approximately 12 years, Kathy moved from Bluebell to Wissahickon Middle School. During Kathy's tenure at WMS, she held various special education teaching positions and also spent time working as a reading specialist. Kathy approached each new position with an open mind and always put forth great effort doing her best for her students. Kathy was able to quickly make connections with kids, and she had a passion for teaching students how to become successful readers and writers. In addition to teaching, Kathy is an entrepreneur and will no doubt be busy during retirement with her bed and breakfast located in North Wales. Kathy continually utilizes her DIY skills to update and decorate her B&B, which accommodates many different visitors throughout the year. In Kathy's spare time, whenever that may be, she also enjoys gardening and calligraphy. No doubt, Kathy will have a full and enjoyable retirement. We wish you all the best, Kathy. It is my distinct pleasure to recognize Pat Summers. Pat began her career in the Wissahickon School District in 1984 as a special education teaching assistant at Stony Creek Elementary School. The following year, Pat moved to Shady Grove Elementary and spent the remainder of her career in the special education department at both Shady Grove and Wissahickon Middle School. Pat has a big heart and always puts the needs of her students above all else. Her dedication, strong will, consistency, and structure guided her classroom and helped her students find success. Pat was a mentor to other special education teachers and an advocate for special education students and their families. I know that Pat will truly enjoy her retirement. Her retirement goals include spending more time traveling, especially visiting all the Major League Baseball parks. She hopes to have lots of time to fish, including on the piers when she travels to the Outer Banks. Pat loves to cook, work in the garden, work on projects around the house, and she is a huge Eagles and Notre Dame football fan. Pat also plans to volunteer working with the elderly at senior centers. Pat Summers spent her entire teaching career in the Wissahickon School District, and she will be greatly missed. Congratulations, Pat, on a job well done.
Hi, Christie. Where do I start? How do you encapsulate a 20-year career in a 1-minute speech? Let's start with thank you. Thank you for everything you have done for the Wissahickon High School community over the past 20 years. Thank you for supporting countless student athletes and their parents and numerous coaches and athletic directors as well. You have been the glue of this athletic department, keeping it together, functioning properly so Wiss Trojan athletes could compete on fields, courts, tracks, mats, and in the pool. You always ensured that transportation was set, officials and opponents were scheduled, and our many athletes were recognized for their accomplishments. You did all of that and so much more. You are a perfect match for this position. Maybe it is because you are a mother of 3 talented former Wish Trojan athletes yourself, and you understood the importance of athletics in students' lives. This understanding, coupled with your sense of humor and positive and caring approach, made WIS's athletic department a positive environment in which coaches and athletes could succeed. Christie, I wish you, Joe, and your family good health and best wishes in your retirement. I hope you spend your days traveling, relaxing, and sharing enjoyable moments with your loved ones. Thank you for all the contributions to the Wissahickon school community. Your tireless work, guidance, and friendship will never be forgotten. You will truly be missed. Thank you.
You can always find Bill Dorner supporting our students at events and being their advocate. In addition to his work in the classroom, Bill frequently worked the clocks at games, worked the chain gang, and/or was involved in game score reporting. He also was a willing chaperone at school dances, and if you've ever attended a high school dance, that is saying a lot. Bill was also a dedicated class sponsor, always wanting to see the students shine outside of the classroom. He believes that his involvement in the larger school community is paramount to his students' success, and he enjoys seeing his students outside of the academic world. When I asked his colleagues to share the reflections about Bill, they shared that Bill has teaching in his blood, and he is appreciated for his no-nonsense, even-tempered manner. Bill already has his beach house ready to go to kick off his next chapter with his wife. Bring on the sand and salt air. We are really going to miss you, Bill. The first words that come to mind when I think about Fred Lomady are family-focused, warm, and resilient. Fred has that it factor that is hard to describe, but really easy to sense. He is inviting, caring, and very kind. Throughout his career, Fred has impacted so many students through his teaching of our health and physical education classes, in addition to his coaching. But Fred is a coach off the field as well. He is a role model and mentor for his colleagues and for his students. When I asked Fred's colleagues to share the reflections about Fred, they shared that he is a man of his word, a teacher with great integrity, and he has taught them that what you teach is far less important than how you teach. Fred, you will be very missed by our students, your colleagues, and me. I can't imagine starting each day at the buses without my greeter partner or taking a bike ride with students with anyone else. I wish you happiness, good health, and wonderful times with your growing family in your next life chapters. As Lori Miley was planning her retirement, she was focused on what's next, and she was brainstorming ways in which she could still share her expert knowledge and creativity with others. At one point, she entertained the idea of hosting painting parties in her home. I told her I would love to sign up and be one of her students. It's strange that I'm still waiting for my invitation. Whatever Lori's next move is going to be, I know it will be exciting and fulfilling. I had the opportunity to spend time in Lori's classroom prior to her retirement. Rather than calling it a classroom, I would call it a creative family room. She brought art to life, and she really inspired meaningful conversations with her students about how their work could be used to represent their values. Her creativity and passion are 2 of her greatest strengths. She is a spirited person and an outside-of-the-box thinker, always wanting for her students to find success. I wish Lori happiness with her next steps. Wherever she goes, I have no doubt that she and her daughters will be creating great memories. We are so sad to see Phyllis Randolph leave WHS. Our nurses' suite just won't be the same. Phyllis is one of those people who I am convinced has never had a bad day. She is always smiling and spreading her happiness. As you can imagine, she spends her days interacting with 6 students, so cheerfulness goes a long way. In our 5 years together, Phyllis was always quick to respond to emergency situations with professionalism, a sense of calm and composure, and a focus on student and staff well-being. Phyllis's kindness was highlighted in her work with her nursing colleagues as well. She is definitely much more of a giver than a taker. I will always be grateful for her team player nature. Phyllis is about family. Her husband and children and grandchildren mean the world to her, and I have no doubt that her next chapter is going to involve lots of memory making with those people who are most important to her. We will miss you, Phyllis.
Donna Weygand, Mama Weygand as we call her, is known as the Human Encyclopedia. Whenever anyone wants to know what is going on in the world, the definition of a word, or anything that has to do with politics, Mama Weygand is your go-to. Donna is a Wissahickon graduate who started her career with the Montgomery County Intermediate Unit in 2000. Through the years, she served as a paraprofessional, mentor, friend, and advocate. Her dedication and patience has led to lifelong relationships with students and families. In 2008, she joined the Wissahickon Autistic Support Classroom and continued her journey to support and encourage students. Donna was our very own sports commentator, full of opinions, facts, and stats. Students sought her out on Monday mornings to talk about the weekend games. One of Donna's favorite memories would be the cooking lessons in AO1. Donna has always dreamed of retirement with a cocktail in hand and feet in the sand. We hope it is everything she has always wanted after her hard work and dedication in educating students. Donna, we hope that on retirement you travel the world, whether it be in person or virtually, that you and your husband go on the many long-awaited dates, that you learn something new, and most importantly, you create memories that will never be lost. We hope each day in retirement is filled of laughter, handshakes, hugs, and celebrations. As you enter into your new journey of life and navigate the uncharted waters, remember your family at WIS and come back and visit us. We will always have you in our thoughts and prayers. Congratulations to you and your family.
Cherie, just want to thank you for being our Director of Transportation and the other positions you held for the district. You were so good at your job that people don't even know how hard a job it is. You were tremendous with communication with administrators, parents, your staff, and always had a positive, can-do attitude to accomplish whatever needed to get done. On behalf of Wissahickon and myself, thank you and hope you are enjoying your retirement.
Wendy, 32 years. Wow, that is an amazing accomplishment. First off, I want to say thank you on behalf of the whole department for everything you have done over the years. It's a real testament to have someone be part of this team through so many years, challenges, and changes. You will be missed. Second, I just wanted to wish you the best in your retirement. I hope you get to spend your time doing things that bring you joy and happiness, and you do it with great passion and health. The next chapter will be a special one for you. Thanks again for all your contributions. John, on behalf of the Transportation Department, I want to thank you for your 31 years of dedicated service. It's your time now. It's your time to enjoy your family, your music, your yard sales, and the mountains. Relax and enjoy. You will be missed, John. It'll be a much quieter yard without the great music you played that we would listen to each day. Take care. Mark, welcome to the next stage of your life, where every day is the weekend. On behalf of the Transportation Department, I'd like to extend our best wishes for a happy, healthy retirement. After 19 years, you certainly deserve it. Enjoy. Debbie, your positive attitude, dedication, and hard work are only a few of the things you share with us every day. We certainly will miss your generous nature and your subdued laughter in the lounge. We wish you the best. Relax, enjoy. Happy wishes. Barbie, I've heard it said that the world doesn't end when you leave the workplace. It's just beginning. After 26 years as both a van driver and bus driver, you've got the best job ever. Flexible hours, off on the weekdays and the weekends. Enjoy your new retirement job. We will miss you, Barbie. Marsha, I heard a story that there was once a man who retired after 6 days after creating the entire universe. It only took you 26 more years than that, but you finally did it. Congratulations on your retirement, Marsha. You certainly deserve it, and we all will miss you.